Hi, I'll just do a small video update for today. Um Things not looking at the best, so we're sitting in our short right now. I'm not looking to hedge long anything. Uh, yeah, so I've just tightened my stops on everything. So if we zoom out to the high time frames, we can still see we are still looking for these 3-day retests. So for BTC, if we check this region, right? So we still haven't tagged this region yet, and we can still easily come down and test this order block over here, right? This order block around 20.5, 20.6. Now, the only thing that I'm a little concerned about is that everyone is looking at this order block right now. Everyone has the same chart up on CT, of this region. So it's possible we either just make a quick move down here and then we start reclaiming, and then we could go up again depending on how New York open, well, how the US market opens up in about 4.5 hours. That's going to be the important one to set the tone, and how CPI comes in tomorrow. Or we hit this demand. But if we take the cautious side, and if we just take the bearish argument for a second, we can see that we are actually at monthly resistance right over here, right? We can see we are at monthly resistance right here. We can see we could easily just go back, we can just ping pong here. We can just range. We can just range for a bit, who knows, right? So we got to keep in mind that we have a monthly range here, and we did have a weekly SFP. Now there's a long time for this month to close, but like we had a monthly SFP here, we can also have a monthly SFP over here if it does, and that would be a bad sign, but there's a long time for it. So, you know, it's not something that is actionable at this point. Yeah, so we're just in our shorts, have moved stops up. If we look at the RSI, we can see, 4 hour, it just looked like last night. We just did a bearish retest of everything, of resistance. We took out these lows, as I've mentioned to you, we went up to 22.2K or something. We did a 4 hour bearish retest on RSI, and now we have room to come down. So I don't think this move is done yet. We look at the hourly, still has room to come down. We look at the 12 hour, still has room to come down. It's not oversold yet, but obviously this can make divergences like this. Well, that's the bullish side, but the daily is more concerning. We have lost the 50 level on the daily, so I'm waiting for this 3-day to retest, and then we see no longing until we see some bullish low time structure, price structure, right? So that can either be a break in market structure and then we long, or that can simply be a reclaim of 4 hour trends, right? So we can see, if we just look at the 4 hour trend on BTC right now, right? We can see we are rejecting deviation here, and we're rejecting again, right? So these MA, EMA, so if we reclaim them, then we can long, right? There's no rush. That is it for BTC. We can look at ETH, right? So everything similarly applies. And also what I mentioned to you, right? I'd mentioned to you, you can remove all drawings, and you can see, this was, let me change it to another chart. Oh, yeah, remember I shared this one? I bought the bottom, panic sold, bought the bottom, panic sold, so applies. You don't wanna blindly bid when, things start to change. Anyways, if we remove all the drawings, we can just simply look at the MA, EMA, right? So we can see, you know, Over here was when we lost it, bad sign. And then we looked at the 4 hour 200 EMA, perfect retest. And now, next target, as I mentioned to you, was the 4 hour 300 MA over here, the next MA. So pretty close to that. Let's see. We could reverse from here, but then we have a long time before it's bullish. Or I think we can trade lower. Um, yeah, I didn't share this, so I'm not going to talk about this much. But then I took the short because I wanted to short something that was AI. I don't know if I'd mentioned this somewhere, but yeah, I just wanted to short AI. And a possible trade I was looking for was long ZK coins and short AI, but ZK coins are not looking hot. Matic has taken out all these lows, so if it can reclaim this trend line, then that could be a long, right? But as of now, no rush to do anything, right? Even our coin SKL, I was tempted to short it, but I'm not gonna test luck because it has held on quite nicely. You could even consider longing it to hedge, but I'm not gonna bother with it. FTM swept these lows again. Let's see how the 12-hour closes. If it closes as an SFP over here, we might look to long, but then the RSI still concerns me. It's in the middle of nowhere for FTM right now. 4 hour clean retest, clean bearish retest, right? So let's see. Eyes will be on FTM. Litecoin, yeah, I just wanted to take out these lows. I mean, most altcoins have a similar structure. So we spoke about Zcash yesterday. Oof, yeah, it's just chopping for now. Wow, APT really died, huh? Wish we'd held on to those shorts from earlier on. Okay, let's just talk about Dixie for a second. So Dixie, yeah, Dixie looks good for a possible move up. So we had this sweep reclaim, which we spoke about. That's why, that was one of the reasons why we got short or wanted to, de-risk longs and then eventually go short. And yeah, now it just looks like it wants to at least go up to you know, this general region from 104.5 to 106 maybe. But let's see. Very dependent on CPI tomorrow. SPX, similarly, I'm still looking for it to hopefully give us a retest of around this region. Yeah, let's see if it starts reclaiming or a rejection here. If we can start reclaiming 4140 or something, and then we can become bullish again. But then with CPI tomorrow, it's just time to lay off, just see what the market gives us, and yeah, I'd love to see Bitcoin come down here, hit our TPs, and then reverse tomorrow on a soft CPI number. That's it for today, and yeah, I'll start regular streaming pretty soon once I'm back on my desk in a few days. Thank you.